So guys, who remembers the brick woman, the brick face woman, the woman that got hit with the brick, allegedly, right? And she said a lot of black guys wasn't protecting her when she got hit with the brick, right? And another black guy nearly got nicked as well. But anyway, everyone found out the true story. She eventually got arrested as well for that GoFundMe that she had got going on, you know what I mean? She raised over 42K in GoFundMe. Wow. It's a lot of bread though. A lot of gullible people out there. But anyway, let's just dive into this video. Then of course I'm gonna chop it back with you guys real quick.
Theory and all that. Hold on, listen. Okay, so you're not letting me finish a complete thought. I'm trying to finish a complete thought. No, hold on.
No, listen.
Right now, but listen,
let me tell you what's wrong with your argument.
I didn't get to finish. I didn't make the argument yet. Let me just finish it. Now, if we allow the person, yes, I am going to land it, please. You threw a lot of questions at me, and I'm trying to answer one. Let me answer this one, okay? So now, if we let this person speak, and we all just be quiet and be like, okay, that's what your story is. We be quiet. We allow them to keep speaking and keep talking without interruption. And that if they're lying, they will hang themselves. We will give them enough rope to hang themselves because we're allowed. If you let a liar lie, a liar will expose themselves because you're gonna be like, okay, what's the more details? Give us more details. Give us more details, and we will be able to catch them. But we don't do that. The minute somebody says this happened to me, we're like, liar.
This is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. Y'all have been incentivized to lie.
Who's y'all?
Women.
Black women don't get to participate in that.
Yes,
black women don't have.
Yes,
no, black women don't.
There are men every single day, and you really need to look up the statistics with regard to.
No, I actually know. I have a woman in gender studies. I know this. That
you didn't hear what I was about to say. You didn't hear what I was about to say.
Black women don't have that.
You didn't hear what I was about to say.
Sure.
You really need to look up the statistics with regard to the Innocence Project, and with regard to the Innocence Project, there are men every single day that either cop out or they're just now being freed because the technology that we have today has just caught up to where we can actually test to realize that there are a lot of people that were incentivized to lie on men, whether it be because, like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. And I always like to cite this example because this is the antithesis of what you're preaching. The woman that accused the Duke lacrosse team of raping them.
Mm-hmm.
She was lying. She lied beautifully. And here's the worst part about it. Nobody came back and apologized to the lacrosse team. And all of those guys' reputations were ruined. They got kicked out of school. It's men that get arrested, removed from their job because they have no retribution. Nobody ever gives the consequences to these people that are lying. And it doesn't mean that it's not things that happen to people. But I don't like it when people then generalize and say to believe all women, because that would mean to automatically demonize somebody else because the way the justice system is supposed to work is that it's innocent until proven guilty. But when you say believe all women, if women was believable, we wouldn't have to preach it.
That's the fact.
We wouldn't have to preach it.
But how come
women lie
you know what? The most annoying thing is when you haven't finished talking and then you have someone like this interrupting you, going on out there listening, but just to respond with something that's just gonna be different to exactly what you're trying to tell them. Like when I'm having a conversation with you, and before I make a pause just to have another word, you wait for that pause. Yeah, and it's like, so you wasn't really listening to what I was saying to you. You were just waiting to respond, and I find that so irritating. And that's actually a masculine trait. When I see females that do that, I know instantly that you are an annoying human being because you're not even having a dialogue with someone, especially being online as well. You feel me? So I instantly, from just her whole demeanor, I can tell that she don't respect men. First of all, I can just tell because it's like the guy's talking to you in a calm manner and you're shouting. You know what I mean? She's shouting, she's raising her voice, bro. Like, why?
Every single day. Every day. People.
I see men lie every single day.
People lie.
People
but
lie.
I am never going to give.
Okay, so what space do you create for a victim? What space do you create for a victim? So what do you think a victim should? What can a victim do? Because guess what? I said that I got hit. Everybody called me a liar, and guess what? That man said he got hit, and I'm still being called a liar. He said he hit me on 3 different platforms.
Listen.
So I'm just saying, what do you do about the people? Because it was brought up. I didn't bring it up. I don't talk about that. I don't talk about that.
She's very argumentative though, man. God damn, bro. Like, this is one of a man's worst nightmare. Like, she's so argumentative. Like, now I can see, listen, I don't condone no violence, bro, at all. But you can see that her mouth really gets her in trouble because it's like, she doesn't know when to stop talking. She's very combative, like, it's crazy. And you can see it through the screen. I know you guys are watching this through the screen. If you are not frowning or you feel kind of uncomfortable, then you co-sign it. If you're not just looking at it like, then you know that that is not natural. You feel what I'm saying to you? Where she needs help. People like this need help. And it's crazy because you got all these females in the panel that don't want to say nothing. The sister code is real.
Bringing up this situation, and I'm telling you,
it was brought up.
No, I didn't bring it up. I'm talking to you. That he is a different person. I didn't bring that up. You keep bringing it up in order to justify your argument.
Do you have a sister or a daughter?
I got 3 brothers and I have 1 daughter.
Okay. I also will agree. Here's my thing. As a person who has experience, it's hard not to speak from experience. I do think that when women are, I do think that there's a way, I think that especially a black woman should never go to social media. If you've been assaulted, don't ever go to social media. Never, ever, ever do that. I totally agree with that. Like, but the system doesn't advocate for women too. Like, if a black woman walked into a police station
I think that you are bitter and you are scorned.
I'm not bitter and I'm not scorned. I am deeply heartbroken. I'm deeply heartbroken because what happened to me was brutal, and to happen to your own community, it was brutal. Because guess what? I'm a person who has advocated for our black community forever. I've been to all the protests.
I think that
everything I've done around.
You need to do some self-searching.
You don't know me, sweetheart, and you don't know what I'm trying to do. That was a brutal thing that I went through, and this guy laughed about it.
Offended at everything. You keep introducing yourself into the conversation in your own personal situation. So when I then speak to it, then that makes it valid. I never asked you your personal situation. I was speaking.
He brought it up. You know what you're doing right now? You're negating the fact that I came here prepared to have an adult conversation about the topic that was at hand.
The reason why you get the type of energy that you get.
Come on, man. Come on. What is this? What is this? And the funny thing about it, like I'm saying, females in the panel. Look at Crystal in the top right over there. Her eyes is wide open, like, yo. Like, say something, goddammit. But it's like the females in the panel see this and they don't want to say anything about it. And it takes for men to address it. So when we're addressing it, it's like a problem. But come on, man, this is crazy. This is not looking good as well. For like the stereotype of just an angry black female, very angry, masculine. And, you know, this type of females, when you know, like, a lot of men will be judged like, oh yeah, why did you do this to her and whatnot? Man, look at her mouth. No one should really be, you know, bricking no one in the face, but come on, man, look at this girl's mouth. Man, she probably said some triggery things, you know? And it was even evidence that it wasn't even a brick that hit her in her face. I don't think it was a brick because there was a camera footage. The guy was speaking in the camera footage. I'm gonna play the guy actually. Let me play the guy right now for you guys that I'm talking about.
$2,000.
It's been a divide between, you know, black men, black women, and it's really evil what she did.
If police didn't have this surveillance video, this evidence that basically clears you, what kind of situation do you think you would be in?
I would be that guy that hit a girl with a brick. I'm black. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested in 30 seconds from this going out.
Douglas says he's received death threats from complete strangers.
She's just manipulating people using their pain. And that should be the true crime.
So that was the guy they claimed that she got bricked by. So, you know, you can tell by the way he's talking, his whole demeanor, he sounds calm. And I think he's an Uber driver. I don't know. I just think he's an Uber driver. And, you know, everything escalated. Just looking at how she carries herself right now, bro, mate, it's not rocket science, man, you know?
So my trauma is crazy. First of all, I have done a lot of
care about your trauma.
I can tell that you don't care.
I don't care about your trauma and what you don't. What you
I can tell you don't care.
Hold on.
I can tell you don't care.
Get back to it, y'all. I
But
promise.
we're not going to act like I came here to have a conversation about the topic that you guys want to have and to add an intellectual level. I don't have a problem. You don't know what problems I have. You don't know me.
I know it because I'm paying attention to what you interacting with me right now. I'm speaking on what my personal interaction with you in this short amount of time is.
What's your negating? What's your negating?
Imagine him and her in real life talking the way they are talking right now. Don't you think will be heated up? Like, just look at the way she's talking online and the way they're talking online as well. How they're going back and forward. Imagine that in real life. You got to remember, ladies, like, you know, your mouth as well is sharper than a knife. It cut deep. Especially when men can't even, you know. I had an auntie one time, and she was my auntie, and me and my cousin, we used to have a little argument, like, but a little like cussing match and whatnot. And you know, my auntie pulled me to the side and goes, "You need to stop arguing with females and doing all this cussing match because you're not gonna win. Because if she says something that cuts deep, what you're gonna do next? Stop doing that." And ever since then, I never even used to do no cussing match with females. I just listen to them. I'll look at a female from a mile away and tell what type of chick she is. If I know she's one of those chicks that like to talk like the way this girl talks, trust me, miss me with that, I'm gone. I'm not even trying to be in a room with her. I don't care. Yes, I'm gonna judge you. I'm gonna judge you from far before I even attempt to talk to you, because I've seen so many types of females with this type of mentality. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm at a certain age where I don't even have the time and patience for it no more. I can't do it no more, man. Probably in my 16, 17, or maybe 20s, but in my 30s, no, it's cool, man. I'm gonna leave it for the baiters to deal with. I am never ever dealing or even speaking or even being in the same room with females like this. It's impossible. You can't even pay me enough money for that. I'm telling you, bro.
Okay, so let me talk about the worst thing that ever happened to you, laugh about it, and then when you react to it, be like, "Oh, you know what? This is the problem that you have. You're negating what he did." Okay, I can tell that you don't care. I can tell you don't care.
Bringing it up.
I didn't bring it up. He brought it up. And now that you bring it up, you can't act like it didn't happen.
I don't care about what the fuck you think about your situation. If you want to address that with him separately, offline,
I don't think that anybody, I don't think that you or him have the range to have that conversation with me.
I'm having it with you right now.
You don't need no range for the paperwork.
Stop 2K. Stop 2K. Give me 1 second. Your problem, and give me a second. You
don't know what my problems are. You have no idea
You're free to respond. I'm trying not to mute you because I want to make sure that we had this conversation. You introduced yourself into the conversation with me. You keep introducing your own personal situation when I was talking in general. Your problem, and this is the problem of a lot of women that's out here, is that you bring this type of energy on you. I know women that ain't never had a problem with a man in their life. I know women that ain't never been assaulted. I know women that ain't never had.
So now you're saying that I bring that kind of energy to myself.
Yes, you definitely bring that type of energy to yourself. Trust me. I know females, my woman, especially the woman that I have to today, I've never and I will never meet anyone that says any bad word about her. Oh, she's rude. No, bro. My feminine, bro. Kind. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I can see females like that. I know that, yeah, you have problems with men. Just by the way your mouth is. Your mouth runs like tap. Most females, most feminine female don't have altercation with men. They don't put themselves in that scenario to have altercation with men. And if you are having altercation with men, the problem is you. Bro, like, come on, man. Like, men will protect feminine female by all costs. But a masculine female, bro, forget about it, man. That's the reason why some of you black females don't have the protection that you get from black male, because we already know your mouth and your attitude stinks. And she's a clear example of that. Clear example of that. How are we going to protect someone that's masculine, that feels comfortable to argue with another man in a panel? That doesn't make sense. You can't get protected. There's a video of her saying, I got bricked to my face and none of these black guys protected me.
In my face with a brick and all these black men just watch and they don't give a yeah, this man hit me with grabbed a rock and he hit me in my face and I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? What do y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man. Do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face.
Probably because they saw something about you that wasn't feminine at all. It probably inside of them, they probably think you deserve to get bricked. And I don't even wish violence on no one, but your mouth is terrible.
Stop. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to speak, but I keep trying to tell you that your femininity is your secret weapon. That's the thing that you have as a trump card. You talk too much. You too aggressive. You masculine. It ain't that we think is
I'm
that
masculine.
we can identify when a woman want to act like a man and we treat you as such.
No, I do not. First of all, the men I'm in community with,
if you want to have that type of energy
like this,
I gotta mute you because you're not gonna keep interrupting me. If you gonna have that type of energy, cool. Listen, ladies.
Yeah, guys, listen, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't watch no more of that. I'm even glad that he even done that. I keep listen, look, it's so easy for men to get along with females. It's so easy for females to get along with men. Women stops acting like men. Men stop acting like females. We're gonna get along nicely. Everyone plays their position. Like, this is actually horrible to see a female talk like this and think that it's appealing for a man. It's scary times. I wouldn't even want to do Zoom with this type of females, like raw talks. But anyway, like, listen, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you stay blessed. I'll see you there. Peace. Bow.